Get out of there.
I'm looking for my chapstick that was... Hey, guys, what are y'all doing?
I need to see your butt.
Mine? Yeah. I have shorts on.
You do?
I do, yeah. Alright, go ahead. Okay, hey guys, what's up? It's Nicole. Welcome back to my channel, Real Talk Recovery, where we talk about recovery from addiction, and I share my life with you. I wanted to come on real quickly and remind you guys that tonight at 7 p.m. we're going to do our Narcotics Anonymous basic text reading, and we are in, hey Annie, we're in chapter 2. As you can see, you guys, I'm in some sleeping clothes. We've been watching movies all day. My husband's off work. We've just been enjoying each other's company. Neil and Nate went out this morning, went and played. Then they came home. Hey, Byron. And we watched Suicide Squad. I've never seen Suicide Squad before, you guys. And all I have to say is I'm obsessed. I cannot wait for the new one to come out in August. So I think I love the Joker and I love Harley Quinn. Those two are my favorites. That is like... She reminds me of my sister Michelle. My sister Michelle is fucking textbook crazy. And that girl reminds me of her so much. And I was just like, the whole time I was watching the movie, hey Gunny. The whole time I was watching the movie, you guys, I was just like, I was glued to the TV. I could not watch, you know? This is really good. So, yeah. Very good movie. Very good movie. Oh, I didn't know that brush was in there. It's all messed up now. So how's everybody doing today? I need to change my shirt because I had this on last night. But I literally haven't even left the house today, you guys. That's how I have just been chilling like a villain. Chilling like a villain, y'all. So yeah, we're on step 2 tonight. I hope you guys will come and join us. I'll be on at 7 Central Standard Time. Yeah. What's everybody up to? How's everybody's day going? Ooh, something went in my throat. Okay. Hey Barry, what's up? I'm okay. What about you, sweetheart? I'm doing good. Hey Eric, what's up, baby? I'm glad you got to catch me live. I've been seeing your comments saying that you haven't got to see me live, and I'm sorry. But I'm glad you're here right now. So that's the plan, you guys. We're going to do the step 2 meeting tonight at 7. But like I said, I wanted to come on and chat with you guys for a little bit. I think Neil and Nate are going to go get some dinner. And then I need to go shopping on Monday. Well, you know what? There's nothing wrong with work. How have you been doing with your... You did, Barry? I'm glad. Good job, baby. Good job. Eric. Good. I think that's very good. Very good. Hey, you guys. Eric, how have you been doing with your sobriety and staying away from alcohol? Have you been doing good? You know what, you guys? Like, I wish I could go back in time to when I was younger and, like, keep those lines of communication open with my parents, you know. So that's always my advice. If you're young and you watch my channel, keep the lines of communication open with your parents. Be honest and just talk to them about what you're going through, because they want to know, you know. Not really, Eric. So tell us what's been going on, honey. No shame. Don't be embarrassed. There's no reason to be ashamed. We all struggle. So that's just, you know, that's just the struggle of trying to stay sober. You know, I mean, honestly, it's a struggle. But I'm going to tell you something right now, Eric. The longer that you stay sober and the more you work on changing your thinking, okay, because here's the thing. I have to ask you this question. Do you still think of alcohol as some way, as a way to relax? Do you still think of alcohol as something that brings you pleasure? Okay, we have to change your perception and your thinking surrounding alcohol, because we need to look at alcohol as the enemy, because that's what it is. To us addicts and alcoholics, alcohol is the enemy, you guys, okay? And so just like with a drug addiction, like for me, substances are the enemy, okay? I have to stay far away from those things, and I had to change my way of thinking and my perception, because what was happening is I still had this, like, man, it's like the stress of my job makes me feel like I really want a drink afterwards. Eric, I know, I can totally relate to that. Listen, same thing. So that's what it is. You just said it. Your brain is coinciding reward and pleasure with alcohol. Okay? So now what we have to do is work on that not being a reward. Okay? So when you get off work, we need to change your habits when you get off work. All right? Instead of going and getting a cold beer or a glass of wine or whiskey or whatever, why don't you do something and change what you do after you get off work? So whatever you've been doing, let's do the exact opposite, okay? When you get off work, if you drive to the bar, let's do the exact opposite. If you get off work and you just go straight home and sit around and do nothing, let's change it, okay? Why don't you start, like, the only thing I know what to do is say, start going to some meetings. If you get off work and you can go to a meeting afterward, an Alcoholics Anonymous meeting afterward, do that. If you can't do that, join a 24-hour gym. Get a 24-hour gym membership and start going to the gym after you get off work, and change that that behavior, because that's what it is. I mean, that is exactly what it is. Your brain, when it thinks about relaxation, when it thinks about happiness, when it thinks about chilling, and it thinks about alcohol. So what we have to do is we have to start changing those thought processes, and we have to not collaborate reward and relaxation with alcohol and drugs. Okay, from now on we have to start thinking about alcohol and drugs as a substance that's killing us, because that's what it is. It's not that, but I'm telling you, that's how everybody's brain works, because we have been drinking and using drugs for so long that that's what our brains automatically think, that we're getting a reward. So you're totally normal. I mean, what you're going through is really, really, it's something that every alcoholic goes through. And so we have to change those behaviors. So that's what I want you to start working on, Eric. If you're still here, when you get off work, do the opposite of what you've been doing for this whole time. Okay? I mean, I'm telling you, Eric, get involved. Like I said, get to some meetings, go to the gym, go hang out with some sober friends who don't drink, okay? If you have a lot of friends who drink, get those people. And I'm not saying that you can't be friends with them, but for right now, while you're in early sobriety, you don't need to be around them, because it's too much of a temptation for you, okay? And you will be able to go around those people one day, because a lot of people drink, you guys. Drinking is something that is like so many people do. And I'm going to tell you, at the beginning of my sobriety, like, I didn't like being around my mother and father-in-law, because they would drink beer and stuff, and it bothered me because I wanted to drink too, right? But now it doesn't bother me anymore. So work on that. And if you ever need anything, Eric, just email me, okay? And I can help you out. And if you need somebody to talk to, like a guy that you want to talk to, I can give you some people's phone numbers that you can call when you're struggling, all right? Okay. Let me see what you guys are saying. Okay. Okay, Mr. Yeah. Okay, so does anybody else want to talk? I saw Barry talking about something. Barry, I liked what you recommended, Annie, about talking to your doctor or your counselors at school. That's always a good thing to do. And you know what else, you guys? Like, I know a lot of kids are like going through, because when you're a kid, good job, Gunny. I'm proud of you. It's weird too, because this chick at work asked me after work if I wanted to go have a drink the other night. I don't think I should get involved with someone I work with. Eric, I don't think you should either, because then what's going to happen is you're going to get drunk and you're going to do something stupid and it's going to cause some chaos at work. Hey, Tobias, what are you doing? We're going to throw you a going away party, Tobias. We're going to have a party on the 9th on my channel. Okay? For you going to the treatment center. I haven't told you that yet, but that's what we're going to do. I'm super excited for you, man. Yeah, coffee or lunch. That's a good idea. So, okay, I don't know if you guys saw the video I made about the young lady. Yay, that's good. About the young lady, Taylor Nicole Dean. She's a really big YouTuber, you guys. She's got like 1 million subscribers. But she's also in her early sobriety. She just got 30 days sober from heroin addiction, IV heroin use, okay? So I was watching this guy who makes videos about everybody. His name is Chris from The Rewired Soul. And he's supposed to be in recovery from addiction, but he talks about everybody's life, like, and it's just so counterproductive. Good, Tobias. I'm so proud of you. It is so counterproductive because when you're judging somebody else's journey, especially someone in early sobriety, you guys. So he was like really riding this girl's ass because she had gotten into a relationship after she got out of treatment. And you guys, I don't know if any of you guys have ever gotten into rehab romances, but when you go to treatment, it's really frowned upon. Like, you don't need to get into a relationship early in your sobriety, okay? The first year that you're sober, you need to be totally focusing on yourself. And I'm going to tell you why. And so I was already in a relationship when I got sober. Me and my husband were together when we got sober. We both got sober at the same time. But I'm here to tell you that it has been so hard to get to know myself and stay connected with my husband while going through this sober journey. Because I don't know myself anymore. And so I'm a new person. He's a new person. We're both struggling with insecurities. We're both struggling with triggers and wants to, with thoughts of using. I mean, we've gone through so much in our sober journey, you guys. Like, I could sit here and tell you about some stuff that has happened with me and Neil when he was struggling. And I was the worst girlfriend. I was the worst wife. I would yell and scream at him for relapsing, and I was not being kind. I just talked to Tobias about this on the phone the other day. Let me see if I can sit you guys up. Okay. Oh, sorry. I just was telling Tobias about this because he was sharing something about what he's been going through with his his old lady. Well, when Neil had relapsed, it was probably like a year ago. He had relapsed. And when I say relapse, I mean he went out and he got high for one day and then he came back home. And I was devastated. I was devastated. I remember coming on video and just crying because I was so upset. But not only was I upset, but I was so mean to him. And I was screaming at him and I was yelling at him, calling him a junkie. And that's exactly the opposite of what I teach here on my channel. But whenever you're in the position, it's so hard to practice what you know to do. Because when you worry about your loved one going out and relapsing and dying, it's very, very scary. So that's why, I had to reevaluate my life and look at myself and realize, I'm teaching love and support and kindness, and I'm teaching for there to be no shame if you relapse or if you're struggling. And here I am yelling and screaming at my best friend, at my husband, for struggling. And so, have you ever had a moment where it's like a mirror gets put up in front of your face and you see yourself and you're like, that's not the person I'm trying to be. I'm not trying to be a person who doesn't support addicts when they have a hard time. And I have learned so much from my own struggle with my husband staying sober. I learned that when you're in that situation, you guys, it's so hard. And when our loved ones are upset with us because we're relapsing and they're cussing us and they're telling us we're worthless junkies and stuff, I'm telling you, like, it's because they're afraid. That's why I acted the way I did. Hey, Angel, because I'm afraid. I'm afraid that if my husband relapses, he'll die. And that's my biggest fear, is my husband relapsing, overdosing, and dying. And, so I understand why people get upset. But then, for me, because I am in recovery, you guys, and because I am learning that I want to treat people how I want to be treated, I changed my behavior really, really quickly. Okay, Angel, love you, girl. Oh, and listen, I'm sorry I wasn't on the Hangouts to do the chat today. I freaking totally forgot. I was watching Suicide Squad with my husband and my son, and I totally forgot. So, I just want you guys to know, like, your loved ones, when they're, like, getting mad at you and stuff, it's because they love you, and it's because they're afraid. You know, and if they don't make changes and they keep on yelling and calling you names, then I think, you know, you just need to separate yourself from them. What I also recommend is I recommend that every person who has a loved one who is an addict, every person needs to get into Al-Anon. Hold on, I gotta change shirts. Oh my God. That motherfucking bullshit. I cannot believe that. Y'all better not be able to see me over there because I'm getting naked over here. Okay. There we go. Ta-da! I had to change. I slept in that shirt last night. Like, I'm not even lying to you guys. I have not gotten out of the bed. We've been chilling. Well, you know, and I'm going to tell you guys, because I know you guys see all this. I take you guys around the house with me, so you see all this stuff. You guys realize, like, I'm living in my mother-in-law's house. And so a lot of the stuff that I have is like clutter from when she moved out. She didn't take it with her. So all this stuff, when we get our own place, I'm going to downsize and get rid of so much stuff. So when I do that, if you guys want anything or if you need anything, I'll bring it on my channel and show you guys whatever I'm giving away. And I'll mail that stuff to people because I just want to get rid of so much stuff. Because it's just clutter. It's just clutter. It's just clothes. It's clutter. It's stuff that gets dust all over it. I mean, it's just so much stuff. But I know, I just worry that y'all think I'm over here just being the messiest. Which, I'll be honest, I am not the most organized person, if y'all haven't been able to tell yet, just from my videos. But my heart's in the right place, and I'm trying. Oh, I got a different, hold on. I'm going to put on a different shirt. I just don't like this V-neck. It makes me feel uncomfortable. Hey, Neil? Are y'all going to go get something to eat? Oh, okay. No, you don't have to. That's better. Okay. So this is what I'm going to start doing. Like, I have got to start folding everything, you guys. It's just a fucking mess here. Hey, Rob, what's up? And then my husband, are you giving away all these shoes, Neil? Oh, wow. Really? Oh, wow. Hey, Jeff, what are you doing, bub? Jeff, we need to plan for a day next week. This is the way we're going to do it. I've changed my mind, the format. When you come on next week, did you watch the interview I did with Dr. B? We're going to do it like that. We're going to do it live, and you're going to come on, and it's going to be popping. So pick a day next week. My regular live streams are Sundays, Tuesdays, and Fridays, so you can do it on one of those days, or you can do it on one of the days in the middle. Really, Rob? That makes me so happy to hear that. I can't wait till I can get all the way down. Okay, I don't know if any of you men, like these shoes, Neil's getting rid of these. And the only reason he's getting rid of them is because he just needs to glue the toe right there, you know? If you guys don't want them, I'll donate them somewhere else, but he's got a bunch of shoes that he's going to be getting rid of. Yeah. So, 2 Fridays ago, I did too much. What are you talking about? 16th day, no Suboxone, withdrawal done. What do you mean you did too much? Too much what? Suboxone? Okay, cool. I will, Jeff. I will. It really is, Annie. I mailed a bunch of makeup. Speaking of the DIVEL. Okay, Annie and Jerry's wife won a giveaway on my channel like 3 months ago. And I have yet to mail out their stuff. So, Annie, will you send me your address again when we get off here, girl? So I can send you that Kat Von D palette. It's literally over there on my dresser. I haven't been using it or anything. It's just sitting there. Yeah, I totally forgot. I'm not trying to keep it from you guys. Life gets away from you sometimes. Last time I mailed out stuff to a bunch of girls, it cost me $50, y'all, to mail them all the makeup I sent them. So, yeah. I guess I could fold laundry while I talk to you guys. Hey, Neil, are you folding laundry?
What do you mean?
Are you folding that laundry that was in the dryer?
It's some laundry.
Will you bring me that laundry that's in the dryer? So I can fold it. Here's a basket. I'm gonna fold it while I talk to everybody on TV. Here's baskets. Bam. Okay. I'll fold laundry and talk to you guys. How about that? So that way I actually get some work done. Did I take a piece? Didn't realize it was. Oh, it made you sick because you took a piece. Oh yeah, it probably fucked you up, didn't it? Rob, once you get off Suboxone, if you don't take it every day, it's gonna mess you up. Okay, you gotta stop it. It's like the way Suboxone works is it builds up in your system. You know this, and then. Hey Cindy, are you gonna stay on? It's whatever you guys want to do. Annie, you can go, girl. It's okay. Okay, cool. So let's talk about Suboxone and when you're tapering and stuff. It's usually... Well, you know what? That's because it's not... Me too, Tobias. I hate it. That's why it builds up so much. What happens is Suboxone builds up in our systems, you know, to that ceiling effect. And then if we take it every day, then we're okay. You know what I mean? But if we divert the medication, which means not take it every day, right? Like take one piece on Monday, skip 3 days, and then take another piece on Thursday. You will get so fucked up. So that's why. And yes, I have a hole in the back of my pants, but I have shorts on. These are sleeping pants. Okay, cool. That interview was amazing, wasn't it, you guys? Aren't y'all so proud of me? I was so proud of myself. Because usually whenever I'm talking with people like that, it's really, sometimes I really have to watch myself because I will get to talking and I will talk over them. So, like Jeff, when you come on the channel, like we're gonna have to be really mindful when we're doing the interview that we don't want to talk over each other. So, you know, I'm going to be really good about asking you questions and then letting you answer. And if anybody else wants to come on and share their testimony, you guys are more than welcome to. Just message me and let me know you're interested in coming on and sharing your recovery story. You don't have to have a YouTube channel. You can come on just because. Okay? And then, like, Tobias, whenever you get through with your treatment, I want you to come on and share your story too. You know? Because the more people that share, the more we share our stories. God, y'all, I've got to lose weight. The more we share our stories, you guys, the more people that will be able to inspire and help. And it really is a selfless act to get on and share, you know, those deepest, darkest moments of your life when you were vulnerable and in your addiction. And it helps so many people. Yes, that's what I want to do. I want you to come in. I want you to call in, or, you know, you can call us from the treatment center, or you can come on the channel and do a live stream with me, whatever you want to do. But I want you to come and share your testimony because I'm just so damn proud of you. You guys, I don't know if Tobias has told any of you guys yet, but he had a slip a couple days ago. And we got on the phone and we were talking about it. And we got to the conclusion that, you know, he's going to go back into treatment. And I'm just so proud of him because he actually is taking suggestions. And he's just doing what he's got to do to get back on track. And he's been staying sober since he had his slip. But he knows that he needs the extra support and the extra, you know, accountability. And you know what it is, Tobias? It's going in and learning more and more about recovery. Because like I said, it's taken me every bit of 4 years to get to this place where I'm actually like ready to be off of Suboxone. You know, and I'm ready to taper completely off and, you know, be off of the Suboxone. Because just like when you go into treatment, that's what I kind of feel like Suboxone is. Suboxone is like treatment. It's like a way that helps me from craving opiates. But, you know, a lot of the other, I have to do so much work inside. And so just because I got on Suboxone and it takes away the craving for opiates doesn't mean it's going to take away my cravings to shoot meth, my cravings to take Xanax, my cravings to do cocaine. Like I was a very hardcore methamphetamine addict. Like, I'm here to tell you guys, like, I can't even believe that I have my teeth because I smoked and shot meth for so many years. Every single time I ended up in the hospital, it was because I had been up on meth for a long amount of time, and then I shot up opiates. And so I would go into these, like I was telling you guys about yesterday, those hallucinations. And so it's just crazy, the length that you'll go whenever you're in active addiction. So when you can get a chance and you can go into treatment and you can get that extra help and get that boost up, it will change your life. And that's why I always encourage you guys, like, if you're struggling, don't be ashamed. Just get back into treatment. You know, sometimes we need some extra help. A lot of people think it's like a bad thing to have to go into treatment, and it's not. It's what we have to do to stay better. So, no shame. I'm just really proud of you, Tobias. Like, very, very proud of you. Because it takes willingness to change, you guys. And sometimes we're just not willing. Okay, so I got to talk to you guys about something else. Do you guys follow After Prison Show? Who follows After Prison Show? I watched After Prison Show with Joe Guerrero. Listen to this. Well, I'm already tapering with the doctor, Jeff. So I'm in the clear. I'm tapering, watching slowly but surely. I go back on August to taper down more. Okay, so let me tell you guys. So did you guys watch his last video that was about the guy who pissed dirty 4 times since he's been released from prison? I saw, hey Shannon, what's up, girl? I went over there to watch the video, and I literally just started crying, you guys. It broke my heart. So I commented, and I said, Chris, I want to help you, personally help you get sober. Please come over to the channel or reach out to me in email, and I will help you with whatever I can. And it bothered me so much watching this guy sit there, and he was nodding out while Joe was doing the interview, you guys. It broke my heart. And so it bothered me so much, I went on to Joe's Instagram and messaged him on Instagram and told him, hey, like if you have people over there that are in active addiction, I would love to come over and help with anybody I can, or if they need support, tell them to come over here and come onto the channel and hang out with us. I know it's not, you guys, I know these aren't like, we don't have NA meetings here, but this is a big support system. Like this is a huge group of people. And then we have the Facebook page where like Candy and Robbie and Reaper Man and Dragon Lady and everybody are being so active over there, and they're helping people over there. It's like, this is a support network, And so I reached out to Joe and I told him, like, I would love to come over there and just introduce the channel to your viewers that are struggling in active addiction, So I want to help those people, and it makes me so sad because I feel like Joe is trying to help them monetarily by like giving them mopeds and helping them find jobs, but that's not what these people need. These people need addiction treatment. They need rehabilitation from drugs. And they need to be taught a new way to live. And they can't do that. You can't just go over there and give a drug addict fresh out of the penitentiary a moped and a job and then expect him to stay sober. It's just not going to work out. And that's what I think he's finally realized. I think Joe is realizing that, people are relapsing and getting high, right? Right. Okay, so let me I want to change out of these holy pants real fast. I'm right here on the side, you guys. Okay, so exactly. So with Ian, what we did is I went down and we paid, there, I got these sweatpants on. We paid for his rehab, his rent at the treatment center, right? The halfway house. And we helped set him up with a job. Like I got him an interview at Kroger. But I didn't go and give him like funds in a car, because that's not going to help. It's just not. What happens is the addict ends up taking advantage or manipulating and then falling off, and it's not their fault. It's because they have no way to stay sober. They don't have the means. They don't have the knowledge. Do y'all know what I mean? They don't have the knowledge. So that's what we're trying to do over here on Real Talk Recovery, is help you gain the knowledge to stay sober, because that's what this is about. You have to learn how to stay sober, you guys. Hey Heather, what's up? Okay, so I was just talking about Joe from the After Prison show. I went over and watched, and I'm not talking bad about Joe, you guys. I think he's a really sweet guy. I think he means well. I do believe that he wants to help, right? I just don't think he understands the disease of addiction. Y'all know what I mean? And so, let me get my computer so we can talk about this. Sorry, I'm up and down, up and down. I I don't think he has the knowledge about the disease of addiction. So, and that's no shade. That's just me being straight up. So what I think needs to happen is he needs to get someone on his team who has knowledge working with addicts, so he can help these people when they're coming out of prison. I mean, we could really do something together, y'all. We could all help those people, you know? And when I say we, I mean Real Talk Recovery. We could help those people because we understand what they're going through. And that is what I want to do. That's what I'm trying to build my channel, because I want us to be I want this channel to become something where we can help other people. Okay. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to get this little basket and I'm going to put it here so I can use it to put you guys on top of it. Hiya, weather. All right, there we go. There we go. Okay. Okay. So in order to fight anything, you guys, you have to be, in order to fight the disease of addiction, we have to have the knowledge. Okay. Thank you, Cindy. So in order to, for example, if you're sick and you're just taking random medication trying to get better, right? You have. So that way he can prescribe you the correct medication. So when you're just blindly trying to give people money or help people, right? You don't know the cause. You don't know what's going on in their life. So it's really important when you're helping people that are getting out of prison that you need to learn. Right. Coming straight out of prison, you guys, you have no recovery, okay? I don't care if you did prison classes. I don't care if you did meetings while you were locked up. When you come out and you get into the real world, the free world, it is totally different than whenever you are locked up. Okay, and so all those temptations. Hey, Faith. You guys, check out my friend Faith's channel. She also has a YouTube channel, and she talks about all kinds of things that are going on YouTube, and she also does her makeup and just chats. She's really down to earth. You guys will like her channel, so go check her out. But we have to help people, right? And because I know that Joe is trying to help, and I think he has the right intentions, but I think he just doesn't have the correct resources, you know? And so if he really wanted to do some stuff, he could make a difference by hiring some people on his team who are, you know, recovering addicts and alcoholics, kind of like me and you and whoever else, and we could help him with the people who are addicts that are coming out of prison. You know what I mean? I got a hole in my shirt. Oh, well. So that's what I'm trying to teach you guys, is that we have to learn about our addiction before we can fight it, right? And it even talks about that in the big book. It talks about we have to arm ourselves with the facts about our disease, okay? So in order to fight the disease of addiction, we have to arm ourselves with the facts, right? And for me, the facts of my disease are, I had to learn, you guys, that my addiction feeds off of my insecurity. My addiction is prompted by me when I'm not feeling good about myself, and I reach for drugs and alcohol to change the way I feel. But I had to learn, because a lot of people told me that. They were like, Nicole, the reason why you're getting high is because you want to change how you feel on the inside. It's because you're struggling, right? But I couldn't identify that, and I wouldn't admit it for the longest time. And that's another thing that's really difficult, is a lot of the times us addicts, we're not ready. We're not ready to admit that we have a problem. And that's kind of a lot of the problem. So whenever you have an addict or an alcoholic who's coming fresh out of the pen, we have to work with that person one-on-one from the moment they're stepping out of the prison, right? And talk to them and get them ready and understand if they're willing and they're ready to take the chance, right? If they're willing and ready to take the chance to get sober, and if they're wanting to really make the changes in their life. But that's the thing, it's really difficult to differentiate between people who are just bullshitting and people who really want to change. So instead of saying, oh, I think you're bullshitting, as a person in recovery, I just have to believe that they're being honest with me and that they want to make the change. And so what happens is, and this happens to me a lot, you guys, is I'll start investing time in these people and I'll be trying to help them get their life together, right? And when I say investing time, I'm not talking about like I'm making them stay sober. What I'm talking about is like suggesting things like, hey guys, maybe we should try these meetings. Or a lot of the times I'll suggest to women who are wanting help that I will be their not sponsor, but their accountability partner. Okay. I don't sponsor anyone from my channel because it's a conflict of interest, and because also on my channel, by watching my videos, you're supporting me, and it's like a monetary thing where money is exchanged, especially with the girls on my Patreon. Like the girls on my Patreon know that I am not their sponsor because the 12 steps are free. You guys can go to a meeting, get yourself a sponsor, work the 12 steps for free. You don't have to have me or pay me to do that, right? And so that's why I make sure I'm very clear about that. I'm not sponsoring these people. I'm not taking them through the 12 steps, but I do offer as a suggestion to some of the women that reach out to me that they need to call me once a day, okay, as an accountability partner to check in. And I kid you not, you guys, I probably tell this to 20 girls a week, and I might get one phone call from one person who's serious about following through and making the change. It's so difficult, and it's really hard to tell when somebody's ready to grasp on and make that change, right? And so I have to treat every person like they are ready and willing to make the change. So I always give everyone the same amount of support and love and help as I would give the next person. But what will happen is a lot of times, and this is my fault because I get emotionally involved, and that's something that I'm working really hard on not doing anymore, is getting emotionally involved and attached to the people that I try to help. You know, it's hard, you guys, because I get so excited and I want you guys to make it. And so what will happen is it will hurt. It'll hurt, you guys. It'll hurt because I'll see you guys trying and starting out, and then you'll fall off and I won't hear from you guys anymore. And I try to like text people and say, hey, are you doing okay? I try to email you guys and reach out to you guys on Instagram, but sometimes, you know, it just gets lost in the shuffle because there's so many people that I talk to all the time, you know. But if you're not making the effort like I'm making the effort, then I can't do anything. Like, there was one young lady, I'm not going to say her name, but I was trying so hard to help her and just trying to get her to reach out to me and talk with me, and telling her she could call me anytime. And I would call her and she wouldn't answer. And then I just finally was like, I can't beg her, and I can't beg anybody to do the part, you know? And so that's one thing that I've learned is like, I have got to just give each person the same amount of help that I would give anybody. And so if someone comes to me and they need support, I'm going to give them the same amount of support as I give the next person, right? See you later, Jeff. I'll talk to you later. Call me, text me later on, okay? And let me know which day you want to do it. So it's a hard pill to swallow, no pun intended, because you guys, it's like I invest my time into people, and I'm like so excited to see them succeed, and then the damn disease of addiction comes in, you know? And I love Doc Park, Rob, you know that. I love Doc Park. I think he's a good person. I think that Doc Park is a freaking phenomenal person. I think he's so kind. And, yeah, I like him. What do you think about him? Hey, Kara, welcome. Where have you been? Are you new? It does. And so that's what I'm trying to learn. And this is what hey, Big Easy. This is what I'm learning, you guys, through my own sponsorship with my own sponsor. And she's been teaching me, you know, that I can't get emotionally involved, especially since I work with so many people online. And like I said, I'm not sponsoring these people. I'm just their support system, right? And I will always want to make sure that I tell you guys that over and over and over again, because so many people get it twisted. Sponsorship is free. AA and NA are free. You do not have to pay anyone to be your sponsor. Now, if you come and you support me on Patreon, that is my Patreon, and that's supporting my channel. But I'm not sponsoring anybody, you know, from my Patreon. That's like literally just a women's support group. So I just want to make that clear, because I never want anybody to get those things twisted. I would never charge anybody to sponsor them. You know, I sponsor somebody right now, 2 people I'm sponsoring right now. And I've been sponsoring one of them for almost 7-8 months now. And then the other one I've been sponsoring, I think, for like 2.5 months. And, you know, that's all that's all away from this, you know. It's human nature. It really is. I'm fixing to look at this video that y'all are telling me about Smoky Glow. So I watched her video yesterday about the Rewired Soul and Taylor Nicole Dean. And it broke my heart, you guys, because poor Taylor's brand new in her recovery.
Comments and DMs and messages and everything like
so
that.
Do y'all want to watch this with me?
I wanted to discuss it. So in this video, it's going to be a little bit longer, but I'm going to touch on.
He needs to just stop.
That I feel I haven't dove too much into. I want to talk about my credentials, my experience.
And here's the thing, you guys. I'm going to tell you about Chris. Okay, me and Chris, I have 4 years sober. He has 6 years sober, almost 7, I think. And we all work with thousands of alcoholics and addicts, you guys. That's what we're supposed to do. That is what our program teaches, or my program teaches me to do, is to give back what was so freely given to me, right? And so that's why I make sure that I do that, my own service work. Like I said, that's totally separate from my YouTube channel. Totally separate, okay? I want y'all to understand that. It has nothing to do with my channel. My channel is nothing. This is not AA. This is not NA. This is Real Talk Recovery. This is me helping people because I want to do it. It makes me happy. My channel just got monetized not even 6 months ago. So I have been doing this for almost 2 years without any kind of money or anything like that. And now I think I've made, like I said, I told y'all the other day, $100 off my channel so far. So it's a very slow process, especially since my channel is so small. But I would do it anyway for free. Okay? So we'll watch this together and we'll talk about it. Can y'all hear that?
The community and our audience to talk about these things, right? And even though you may disagree with some of the things that I talk about, it's great that we're having this conversation. And with me with some years and Smoky Glow with some years, like now I want you guys to kind of see the conversations that we have as people who are recovering addicts or alcoholics, whatever it may be. Like, you guys might be learning a whole bunch of stuff that you didn't know, from 12-step programs to, you know, actual addiction treatment and mental health and all that kind of stuff. So a lot of people are learning things.
Hey, Kara, I'm so glad that Brittany told you to come over. I love Brittany. She's such a sweet person. She helps me so much. She's been so kind to me.
Something that I don't talk about much. Okay, it's actually like I was talking to my therapist about this. Like, I don't put these things to the forefront, and part of it is, to be honest, just part of my imposter syndrome. Like, I don't think it's a big deal. All right. Like,
okay. What are your credentials, Chris?
I'm not a psychologist, but I do have education, and I have gone through a lot of training, and I have a lot of experience, both personally and professionally. So the first thing is, like, Smoky Glow talks about, you know, how I don't have any type of formal education. And that's not true. I'm actually halfway through my certified alcohol and drug counselor program, all right? So that's a CADC. And I actually made a video about this.
Well, that's good.
Back, how I was going back to school. Okay, so that's just something that is part of.
He's halfway through his CADC, but he's not all the way through it yet, you know? And that's the thing, Chris, you can't use that whenever you're not all the way through it, baby.
You learn about the psychological effects, we learn about mental illness, all these other things. There are training hours that come with it and everything like that. There is also an ethics class that we have to take. So, like, ethics is something that's been brought up a lot, okay? So there's the whole philosophical aspect of ethics, and then there's ethics.
I'm not worried about the philosophical point, Chris. I'm worried about you talking about other people's recovery when they're 30 days sober.
You cannot disclose a client's information or talk about them publicly. That is not only against ethical guidelines, but it's also against the law. All right? There's things like HIPAA compliance.
Exactly. So we don't talk about...
Ethically, although some people may not agree with it, you can comment on public happening in the public spotlight.
Right, and so what he's doing is he's saying that because he's commenting...
Dr. Drew is doing nothing wrong by talking about people who are in the public.
He thinks it's okay to talk about this girl, Taylor, and she's 30 days sober, you guys. It's not cool. It's not a... And of course, he's like going on and he's talking about nothing that even matters. Okay, let's rewind. Let's fast forward a little bit.
But there are probably many other people who he has worked with who you know nothing about. But he can talk about people.
It's like, Chris, you guys...
I have sponsored people in the past. I have had sponsors and everything like that. But working in addiction treatment, I realize how many people do not want to work 12-step programs. Like, I have many, many videos on this channel talking about 12-step programs and trying to educate people about them because a lot of people don't really understand them. A lot of people say they're religious and it's all Christian and everything like that. And these are vastly...
You guys, and I hope you know that, like, I'm going to pause that. I try to share with you guys both ends of the spectrum in recovery, not just 12-step programs, but also like any other, like just us, like here on my channel, this is like a little community. This is what a lot of 12-step programs are about, fellowship and community. And that's the basis for 12 steps, is that it's one addict helping the next addict, okay? And that's how the whole program works, is addict to addict relatability and us being able to talk to each other.
Your social security card.
Yay! Let me see it. And share with why? I'm not gonna show them my number. I'm gonna show them my name. I changed it.
Oh.
Hey, you guys, want to see what I got?
And then did you order this?
No, that's free. Okay. You guys, look. My name is officially changed to Pludre. Okay. Yay! My name is officially Pludre.
Nate said he wants to order a pizza.
Kara, that's basically what he's saying.
Oh, that's one.
I mean, we're all, listen to me. Here's the thing, like,
here, Nate, look at this book.
we could all be, listen, now going to school and getting your CADC, like, I really respect that, you guys. Like, I'm honest to goodness, would love to do that, but I haven't done that. And I still help a lot of people, and I don't have a college degree in counseling. I just share my own personal experience. I think where Chris has messed up on his channel with all that is that he tried to make it seem like his mother was a psychologist, a licensed psychologist. And then he also goes on these rants where he talks about how he's so qualified. Chris is a life coach. Okay, he paid somebody so much money to give him a life coach certification. I don't know if you guys know this, but I'm a life coach too. I'm a sober life coach. I'm a sober companion. I'm a recovery coach. But you know what? There is no guidelines on recovery coaching. So anybody can say that they're a life coach, and nobody can tell them that they're not, because there's no program. There's nothing. It's not like going to college and getting your degree and being a lawyer. Do you understand? There's no governing over it. So, like, I'm a sober coach. And a lot of people come to me for sober coaching, right? And that's kind of like what my Patreon is totally based around, is recovery coaching. But what I do, instead of being like, hey, yeah, you're paying me to be your recovery coach, is I just say, you guys, like, thank you so much for supporting my channel. But when you join my Patreon, it's a way that you're supporting me to build my channel and get nice things to record on, because I'm still recording on a phone. And you guys know that because of my Patreon, we were able to buy this laptop. And that's what I'm always so transparent with you guys, and let you guys know that, the girls who are on my Patreon, it's because of their donations into that Patreon, their subscriptions to that Patreon, that have helped me to be able to buy a computer, because I did not have one. I've been recording on my phone, and now I can do things like have people on as guests, and it's amazing. I'm going to answer your question right now, Amanda. I'm sorry. Let me get to it. Just seen it pop up. Okay. So how do you get certified as a life coach? Okay. So if you go online, there's so many people who sell recovery or life coach classes. I will tell you guys, I was going around trying to become, I wanted to get become a life coach. Okay. But I'm not going to pay somebody to tell me the same things that I'm just sharing with you guys. Do you know how much money they wanted from me? $3,000 a semester. So I think it ended up to be like $12,000 for 4 months of life coaching classes. And it's just a racket. It's not like you go to college. It's people. Okay, here's another example. There is a woman, and I'm not going to say her name because I like her and her husband. They're very good. They're very nice people. But what she has done is she has realized that she can charge people to sell them these certifications to become addiction coaches, recovery coaches. But guess what? Their certificates are not good anywhere. They couldn't go get a job at a rehab. You have to college to do that. Okay? The only place they can get a job after they pay her $3,000 for this recovery coach certificate is to come back and work for her. That's why I'm trying to tell you guys to be very careful. There's so many, we'll look it up together right now. I'll look it up with you guys. There's so many people who are selling these things. Exactly. Recovery is free. If you want to go and become a certified drug and alcohol counselor, you go to college. Okay, guys? If you do want to start your own business and be a life coach, you guys, have at it. But I'm telling you right now, it's a lot of money to get certified. And I'm going to show you guys right now. Life coaching. I was looking around trying to do it myself, certification programs. And I was calling, and you guys, I have so many people in my inbox on email trying to get me to sign up to become a life coach, because what they do is they charge you so much money. Okay, life coach online course, enroll now. Let me show you how many places there are. And like I said, it's not college. It's like these places all on here. Okay? Look, top 5 best life coach certification programs online. Okay? Okay, so let's see. And I looked and tried to become one for free, but that's, you ain't going to get one for free. Just let me tell you that. Okay, let's look at this one right here, this 90% off one.
Okay.
Are y'all going to order pizza?
Yeah.
Why don't you get them from the place we went that one day? Pizza J's. Whatever. Right across the way on Cantrell. And we went with your mom.
Oh.
Because I want a Mediterranean. Yeah, I want a Mediterranean pizza.
Well, I just want to order a regular pizza.
I'm going to show you guys, though. And I understand that, like, getting this, Improve Your Influence personal growth courses, it's just, I'm going to show you. Okay. So, life coaching certificate course, beginner to advanced. Learn crucial coaching tools to power yourself. Okay.
Look at this, Daddy.
You'll learn, okay, this is what you'll learn. You will learn practical life coaching skills. Learn to establish healthy relationships and boundaries. Okay, so all these things that you learn in here, just so you guys know, you can learn these things through a 12-step program too, just so you know. And so it says right here that it's $18.99. Let's preview the course together. But that's, I promise you, it says $200, but it's $18.99 because you're getting 90% off right now. Which I'm telling you, it's a racket, you guys. Please believe me. Hey, Sammy, what's up, girl?
So if you're thinking about studying life coaching, there's a good chance that you're doing so for one of three different reasons. Reason number one, you might be at this crossroads in life where the path you've taken up until now just hasn't quite got you to where you want to be, and you're thinking about exploring something new, perhaps a career change or something like that.
Right.
It might be the case that you've seriously identified a few voids or areas.
Anyway, I'm not going to sit here and watch the whole thing. I just want you guys to understand, like, that says $18.99 right there, but then they end up billing you a whole bunch later. Let me see. It's just sad because a lot of people will go on and they'll pay for these life coaching courses, and what happens, you guys, is they don't have anywhere to use it at. So what they have to do is they have to go on underneath the person that they learn, right? They have to go in underneath the person that they learned from, and they will employ them back. Yeah, what's up, Barry? What's going on? Talk to me, kid. So I think what it is a lot of people want to see a certification, okay? My certification for helping people, you guys, is experience. I have been through it, and when I help other people get sober, it's because I'm sharing what I have experienced in my own life, right? Thank you, Annie. So, and like I said, I'm not over here running a racket or a business or anything like that. One day I'll be able to, have a business where I help people and I employ people underneath me. If you had more advice from me, and it's nice talking to someone. Okay, Barry, tell us what your problem is, honey, and we'll help you out. I just think it's like, you cannot, and listen, I respect people who go and they get a degree, but life experience, at least when dealing with addicts and alcoholics, you guys, is the best experience, and it speaks for itself. Exactly. And people understand, like, whenever I've been to many, many treatment centers, 5 rehabs. And every time I've ever gone into a treatment center, you guys, the counselors who have, like, been addicts before, you can always tell. And they're always so much more helpful, I believe, than the ones who have just went and learned from a book. Because it's easy to learn about the disease of addiction from a book, right? It's not difficult. But when you've gone through your addiction and you've, like, how do I get a card? What kind of card are you talking about? When you have the experience, that's when you can share and really, really help somebody, because you know what it's like and you can get down with them. Because being able to relate to another addict alcoholic, there's nothing like it. It's the best. I love being able to talk to somebody. What are you talking about, a card? Oh, I don't know, Barry. You'd have to talk about that to the, you would have to probably go through your parents because you're only 16. You know what I'm saying? But I know a lot of people that do get medical marijuana cards. You would have to probably go through your family doctor, your practitioner, and they would have to, what is it called, Neil? When they recommend, when the doctor sends you to a special referral, you'd have to get a referral.
Subscribe to our channel and give
us a cannabis card, Gunny.
And give us 1,986.
Thank you, baby. Barry has schizophrenia, you guys, and he's 16 years old, and he comes in and he just came to the channel yesterday for the first time. But I'm pretty sure what you'll need to do, Barry, is go to your family doctor and talk to them about it, because I might have to refer you. Because I think don't you get the medical marijuana card, you guys, through the government now? Isn't that how you get them? Rob, do you know about this? Because I don't. CBD. Okay.
CBD oil?
Okay, so
We
here's
sell it at Kroger.
they sell CBD oil at Kroger, Neil said. So here's another one that says become a health coach in 6 months. Okay. Health coaching in the U.S. is a $6 billion industry and is forecasted to grow to almost $8 billion by 2022. Yeah, that's what I was saying. They're not going to give him anything at 16 years old. I mean, he has a mental illness, like a for real mental illness. So, you know what? You should always go to your doctor and talk to them about that, Barry. Okay? Because, you know, we're just a bunch of drug addicts over here. We don't know about that stuff. But we can help you go in the right direction. We'll put you in the right direction. Huh, guys? We got your back, kid. You're welcome here. Yeah, it can't hurt to ask. So
There's things over there. I want to see what it looks like.
I really do.
It's a golem.
Yes, same here, Tobias. Like, I can't believe that it's like in Kroger and everything. Well, they just made it legal, like weed. They just got what is it called? Where they have the dispensary. They just got a dispensary here in Arkansas, in Hot Springs, actually, for the first time. Okay, see you later, Barry. Thanks for stopping in, kid.
I hurry up and we'll all go pick up the pizza.
I don't want to go anywhere. I'm talking to everybody. I'm chilling. Look at me. I'm sweating.
This is your first time getting outside.
You can? Okay, Neil. I'm fixing to get off and come with y'all. Y'all, I'm going to ride with Neil and Nate to go pick up a pizza. What time is it right now? Let me look. Oh, it's 6 o'clock. I got to charge my phone, you guys. I'll see you guys in 1 hour for step 2, Narcotics Anonymous Basics Text Reading. Okay? I can't wait till this passes. What, baby? Sammy, what you talking about, girl? Sammy, I'm going live in 1 hour, and we're going to do the Narcotics Anonymous Basic Text Step 2, so you should come over and join us. I just want to say something to you real fast, Sammy, because I think a lot of people came over to your channel and was telling you I was talking shit about you when I wasn't. I really was concerned about your well-being because this was probably like 2 weeks ago. You had been on a live stream for 8 hours, okay? And I was really worried because I had seen you and it was just like you were being, it was erratic and I was worried. And it wasn't, I wasn't trying to be an asshole or hate on you. I was worried because I thought you were in trouble. I thought you were abusing drugs and alcohol. And the reason I took my video down was because it was from a place of care and concern. Like I wasn't trying to hurt you. So I took my video down because I didn't want anybody to attack you. But like, I was just trying to say that if you needed help, that you could come over here and that we would all help you. Or if you needed help finding a treatment, we would help you with that or whatever, because so many people coming over to my channel. Like I was on a live stream one day and they came over here and got me and told me to come over to your channel because they were worried about you. And so I went over there and I was like, hey, are you okay? And then it was like, just, you were yelling and it was crazy. But I just wanted you to know that like, all I do over here on my channel is we help each other. We're all addicts and alcoholics in recovery. Some of us have mental illness, some of us don't, but it's a little community over here. It's positive, you guys, and we help each other. So that was the reason why. No, it didn't come through on my side. I didn't see it, girl. But anyway, you can always message me on email at demeon@yahoo.com or message me on you can message me underneath any video. But girl, listen to me. I'm telling you something right now. I'm as real as they get. I will come to you. I don't have any problem with you. And I'm telling you right now, Sammy, like I would never do anything to hurt another person, especially anybody in recovery, because we're all just trying to live. We're all just trying to stay sober one day at a time. And so I hope you understand that. Okay. But I'll see you guys tonight at 7, 1 hour. We're going to do the Real Talk Recovery Step 2. Okay? All right. Love y'all.